Hey Leute, es geht hier weiter mit Vampyr. Wo sind wir denn hier? Wir waren doch schon hier drin, ne? Hä? Wo sind wir jetzt? Hallo? Ist hier jemand? Hä? Warte mal, ich war noch zuletzt Gespräch mit den anderen Leuten. Also was liegt denn da? Wer hat denn da seine Kohle liegen gelassen? Ich glaube, wir sind hier draußen. Warte mal. Da stimmt irgendwas nicht. Kommt mir eh so der Quest. Was haben wir eigentlich hier? Wir haben ja hier gar nicht geguckt, ne? Ich guck da mal rein. Ein Brief. Aha, hallo Frank. Ach so. Ah ja. Wir haben was Neues zu ihm. Wir wissen ja, wir müssen nämlich alle aussaugen. Da geht kein Weg vorbei. Hör mal. Hallo? Ich kann dich nicht anlabern. Was ist mit dir? Ich kann dich nicht anlabern. Dann halt nicht. Oh, was ist denn hier passiert?
Mark my word. Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catch.
Sabrina.
A sewer dog.
It's an old story.
Die kann ich auch nicht reden.
For teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden,
Ist sie noch?
nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Claws.
Good evening,
Murders
sir.
by night.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting.
Hier ist wir,
what I did
wir
the night before.
sind wir hier in diesem
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much.
Sprachsimulator.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you.
Gesprächssimulator.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink.
Zeichensprache.
I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Aha.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I'll drink at night.
Aha.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people.
Terroranschlag.
Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember.
Die Bombe
where
ist nicht von alleine dahin gekommen.
I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there.
Ja, kann
Even
man
if
machen.
you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd remember.
Wenn das geht.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, the tragedy occurred.
What kind of?
It was a
You
Ah, das kennen wir doch schon.
It's okay.
Is there...
Ach so, das ist ja nicht ausgeblichen.
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Okay.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Wie sieht's denn aus mit der... Oh.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes, I feel sicker than usual these days.
Ah, geht nicht.
I will see you later.
Ah, kommen wir
I'm
mal
looking
später.
for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted, and I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about it.
Okay, mach mal.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Good
Vampyrjäger.
evening, sir. Have
Ich
you
hab Bot.
witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Über die
Can you
Nachbarschaft.
tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters.
Aha, wir
alert the
an
population
80
to the
Nebenquests.
vampire threat.
Are you asking
Aber die
me
machen keine
to
Ahnung.
paste posters
Wie gesagt, ich
about
habe jede Menge
vampires
Projekte
around
noch,
dogs?
If you wouldn't
die noch
mind.
kommen mögen.
If you did
Deswegen will ich
that,
das
then
Spiel
I
so
can
schnell wie möglich
focus on
durchhaben.
my patrols.
Und die Parts ein bisschen verlängern. Hatte ich ja letztes Mal
How do you
erwähnt.
identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Weil die ist schon klar, dass ich auch einer bin.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry.
Also, dem wir
although
begegnet sind, der wäre direkt schon platt.
It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Na? Okay, er ist gesund.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Okay.
Maybe at least you can tell me who...
Wie das Neueste zu Sean
Tell
Hampton.
you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Okay. Lass mal über die Leiche latschen. Oh, was ist das denn? Ausgerüsteter Tagebuchseite. So, Sabrina. Mit ihm hat man was
You again. What do you want?
zu reden. Wo haben wir es denn? Aha.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Sind sie herzlos? Jemand wird sie töten.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the wet boot boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Ist gesund eine. Okay, aber wir brauchen noch ein paar Hinweise, ne?
Goodbye.
Dann mit ihr können wir auch mal gucken. Was hat sie noch?
Good evening.
Hello.
Aloi. Ne, ihr seht gar nichts mehr.
Goodbye, Miss Cobb.
Kock. Diese Kamera, ne? Hast du sehr. Wo ist denn Sabrina? Ist sie hier reingegangen? Ach! Das ist... ich erinnere
Good
mich.
evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
You remember? Cool. Thank you for your hospitality.
Ach so.
I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom.
Ich kenne den ja schon.
What can you tell
Eigentlich.
me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the
Das war die
sad
Taverne, die wo am
Saint
Anfang waren.
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish
keiner
enough
wollte mit
to
uns
make
reden,
peace
aber
with the
nur so.
gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Hat er denn hier ein Zimmer?
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine
Nein.
line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Das ist eine Scheiße. Oh.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss.
Oh.
I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Ich muss ihn schnell
The
finden.
important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest.
Okay. Ja, ich lese es mal selber durch, deswegen kürze ich das ein bisschen ab.
It's a good thing.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Ich spreche mit ihr mal.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Sehr freundlich. Über die Docks.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Warum gehen sie nicht? Keiner fühlt sich sicher.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I've got responsibilities. And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
Oh, okay.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Und stehst du auf ihn?
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name?
Oh, scheiße, nein, das wollte ich. Ich habe jetzt gerade geklickt, aber ich verurteile niemanden nach der Hautfarbe. Entschuldigen Sie, falls ich Sie...
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make
Ja,
fun
was
of
hat
me.
hat die denn für eine
Just you,
Hautfarbe?
Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Okay.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Wie sieht's denn aus mit der Gesundheit? Okay.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to.
Okay.
Goodbye, miss.
Ja, dann tschüss. Dann halt nicht.
Not long ago,
Hier haben wir keinen, ne? Ach ja, hier war noch. Sein Arzt, warum hat das hier so ein Arztbüro? Oben. Das verstehe ich nicht so ganz. Hier ist wieder alles gefüllt.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right.
stirs me.
Gehen wir mal hier lang, ne? Richtung Quest.
Seems like the guard have
Oha. Ein anderer. Oder ein Flammenwerfer. Gewöhnliche Pavel. Schnauze. Overpowered.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Sonst haben wir hier nichts. Alles klar. Dann gehen wir mal hier durch. Oder? Hier geht's nicht weiter. Ich Ich weiß nicht, wie kommen wir da hin? Wieder zurück, ne? Hier lang. Kann man hier auch... Ah,
I cannot enter.
Scheiße. Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Aber hier geht's durch. Ja, moin. Hey, warum ist denn die zusammen? Hey, warum sind die zusammen in einem Raum? Sind die keine Feinde? Ihr Verräter! Oh, was ist das denn? Zeitungsartikel. Zum Dontnod. Pam, 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 pam. 87 Meter. Wie kommen wir denn da hin? Kann man... Nee, kann man nicht raus. Ah, hier müssen wir runter. I'm flying. I'm flying. And I'm flying, 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 flying. Guten Tag. Oh. Oh. Dicky. Aua, aua, aua. Ich glaube, es hackt. Nach Praktik neue Taktiken. Okay. Aha. So, verdammt, hier geht's auch nicht weiter. Wo geht's denn hier weiter? Oh, wir haben noch ein paar Minuten. Ah, da geht wieder nichts mit. Hey! Hey! Abgenutzte Para. Okay. Jetzt kommen wir aber hier durch, ne?
I cannot enter.
Scheiße! Da oben kann man da hoch. Keep out. Unterschlupf. So, warte. Wir können direkt mal Medizin herstellen. Hier, Erschöpfung. Ein paar machen. Und sonst so? Wir können auch die Sachen verwerten. Und sonst so? paar, ne? 100 Stück, 10 Stück, 100. Da. Ah, okay, Kaliumpulver fehlt uns da. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Was ist das denn? Aha. So, Behandlung gegen Kopfschmerzen haben wir noch nicht. So, warte mal. Oder? Brauchen wir nicht, ne? Ey, komm. Lohnt sich nicht. Dann werden die ganzen Gegner wieder zurückgesetzt, das will ich nicht. Aber sonst kommen wir noch... Ey, wie kommen wir denn da hin? Warte mal.
I have this thirst for blood.
Ich will ja rein.
Locked, all right.
Wie kommen wir denn sonst dahin? Falsche Richtung. Hä? Warte mal. Ach, das ist ein Zaun, ne? Das geht ja gar nicht. Das ist aber ein Scheiß, ey. Das ist aber genau in die falsche Richtung. Gehen wir hier durch. So, und jetzt hier durch, ne? Ja. Ich komme aber nicht dahin. Was ist das denn für eine Scheiße? Warte mal, wir können auch hier unten lang. Schnauze. Die, Fanny. Schakakumons. Sind wir richtig? Oh, hi. Du auch. Okay, wir sind richtig. Hier? Ja. Hm? Wo sind wir jetzt?
It's locked.
Ganz andere Abteil, ne? Oder war da was? Ah. Was hat die in der Hand? Die ist am Saufen. Die Alte ist am Saufen. Ich mit der. Wir reden mal gleich mit der, ja. Ah, komm. Docs. Ey, geht.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Oh mein Gott. Was machen Sie beruflich? Sind Sie doof?
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Was? Was ist mit der?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Die ist doch bekloppt.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Na, ich schon, aber du?
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
Ich kenne die auch nicht mal.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no
Was?
snitch, Mr. Fancy
Was
Pants.
ist mit der? Solche sind gesund. Ja, nee, ist klar. Solche Arschlöcher.
Well, I'll leave you for...
Boah, die ist ja richtig dämlich. Wie ist das?
Good evening, miss.
Oh Gott.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Ah, seid ihr Geschwister?
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, Miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can.
Hey, die ist aber netter als
Avoid
die
the wet
Schwester.
food boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Da haben wir nix.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Also ist es der Chef hier oder was?
I hope Giselle will pull through.
Gehen wir mal hier rein. Lolololol. Aha. Wen haben wir denn da? Lala. Bleiben Sie auf der Stelle. Ich gucke mich noch mal hier um. Wo habe ich jetzt keinen Bock? Außen runter.
It's locked, all right.
Das sind auch alles Verletzte.
Promised you would make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
So, dann stelle ich sie mal zur Rede. Aber das mach mal, also das mache ich. Wo ist er hin? Achso, muss schon sagen. Abgehauen. Bis gleich.